Emulsions. Emulsions are actually special type of colloidal sols in which both dispersion medium and dispersed phase is liquid. It is of two types, water in oil or oil in water. You must be aware of the term emulsion paints. So emulsions are nothing but colloidal solutions in which both the phases are liquids. So let's start the deep study of emulsions. Emulsions. So now we are going to study about emulsions. First question is that what is actually emulsion? So emulsion is nothing but a liquid colloidal system. That means the one in which both dispersion medium and dispersed phase are liquids. That means liquid in liquid colloid. So liquid colloidal dispersion or liquid colloidal system is known as emulsion. Or it can be more accurately defined as the colloidal dispersion of two immiscible liquids in which one liquid acts as dispersion medium and other liquid acts as dispersion phase. Okay, so basically the difference is that there is a term which is, if you have studied this, the colloidal system of two immiscible liquids. Immiscible means the two liquids which do not dissolve in one another. For example, if I add ethyl alcohol to water, it will completely mix. But if I add vegetable oil to the water, the two liquids, oil and water, will not mix and remain suspended in one another. So this type of liquids which do not mix completely are known as immiscible. So emulsion can be defined as colloidal system of two immiscible liquids in which one liquid acts as dispersion medium, that means which one is in larger amount, and another acts as dispersed phase. And based on this, emulsions can be classified as the first one, oil in water. That means if I add oil to the water, it is known as simply oil in water. That means the dispersion medium is water and dispersed phase is oil. So in oil in water emulsion, the oil acts as dispersion phase while water acts as dispersion medium. And the example of this is milk, which consists of liquid fat globules dispersed in water. So milk is an example of oil in water dispersion emulsion. Next is water in oil emulsion, in which actually the dispersion medium is oil and dispersed phase is water. Now it is inverse of oil in water. So in water in oil type emulsions, water acts as the dispersion phase, where actually water acts as the dispersion phase, whereas oil acts as dispersion medium. And this type of emulsion is also referred to as oil emulsion, and the example is cold liver oil emulsion. It is a type of water in oil emulsion, and in this water is dispersed in cold liver oil. Okay, now there are some tests which are used to identify that actually what is the type of emulsion. That means by looking at at milk, we cannot say that whether it is oil in water or it is oil in water or water in oil type emulsion. So in order to identify the type of emulsion, we need to perform some tests, and the first one is dilution test. As the name suggests, this test is carried out by adding few drops of water to the given emulsion. If the added water mix freely with the emulsion, that means the emulsion is of oil in water type. That means water is present in larger amount, the dispersion medium is water, and that is why whatever water we added, that simply goes to mix with that water. So if the water added simply mix with the emulsion, it is a oil in water type emulsion. And in case the added water do not mix up with the emulsion, the given emulsion is of water in oil type. And this experiment can also be carried out by adding few drops of oil instead of water. If the added oil gets mixed up with emulsion of water in oil, then the emulsion is of water in oil type. That means if I add oil and oil gets mixed up, that means oil is already present in larger amount, that means oil is dispersion medium, that means it is water in oil type emulsion. Okay, next test is conductivity test. Again, this test is actually done by adding some electrolyte into the emulsion. We know that electrolytes go into water, and in water they get dissociated into ions, and these ions increase the conductivity. Okay, so if I add an electrolyte, that electrolyte goes into the emulsion, and after that if the conductivity of emulsion gets increased, that means in the emulsion water was present in larger amount, that means it was an oil in water type emulsion. And if there is no change in conductivity after adding electrolyte, that means water is not in the larger amount but it is oil. That means oil is the dispersion medium and the emulsion is water in oil type. Okay, so this test involves the addition of small amount of electrolyte to the emulsion under the examination, followed by measurement of its conductance. If the conductance increases, the emulsion is of oil in water type. In case there is no change in the conductance, the emulsion is of water in oil type. Okay, next is actually dye test. In this test, a small amount of water soluble dye is added into the emulsion, and if the color of emulsion changes, that means it was an water in oil type emulsion, and if there is no change in the color, that means it was an oil in water. So simply add a dye which is fat soluble or which is oil soluble, and if the amount of oil is present in excess, in that case color of the emulsion will change according to the dye, and this indicates that oil is present in larger amount. This means it is a water in oil type, and if there is no change, that means oil is not present in the excess but water, that means it is a oil in water type. Next is the term emulsifier. Actually, emulsions are usually prepared by vigorously mixing two liquids by using either a high-speed mixing machine or using an ultrasonic vibrator. The process is known as emulsification. That means process of formation of emulsions is emulsification. Now, since the two liquids used for the preparation of emulsion are completely immiscible, a stabilizing substance known as emulsifying agent or emulsifier is required to stabilize the resulting emulsion, and the emulsifier forms a protective film around the oil droplets dispersed in water. This prevents them to come closer and to combine together, and thus emulsion gets stabilized. Properties of emulsions. Okay, we are discussing properties of emulsion actually. The size of dispersed droplets in emulsion may be somewhat larger as compared to the size of dispersed particles in sols. Still, emulsions are colloidal system and they exhibit all the properties which are shown by colloidal solution. That is Brownian movement, Tyndall effect, electrophoresis, coagulation, and all the other properties of colloids are shown by emulsions also, because emulsions are nothing but oil in oil type colloidal system. Emulsions, emulsions are liquid in liquid type colloidal system. Emulsions can be broken into their constituent liquids by physical methods such as heating, freezing, centrifugating, etc., or by destroying the emulsifying agent by suitable chemical methods. And the process of breaking an emulsion into its constituent liquids is known as demulsification, which is the reverse of emulsification. Emulsification, process of formation of emulsions, and demulsification, process of breaking down of emulsion into constituent liquids. Now there is a solved problem that emulsion is a solid in solid system. No. Liquid in solid system? No. It is liquid in liquid colloidal system. So C is the correct option here. Next is emulsification is the process of purification of emulsions? No. It is the process of preparation of emulsions. So process of preparation of emulsions is known as emulsification. So B is the correct option here. Students, in case you have any doubt in this topic, you can post that question in our discussion board. For that, all you need to do is to go to the home page of Ask IITians. There you will find an option of discussion board. You have to click there. Then in the right side, you will find a portion of Ask Experts. In that, just select the category in which you want to post your question. Let's say it's physical chemistry. Then post your question here, and then if you want to attach any image, use this option to attach the image, and finally post it by clicking on Get Answer, and you will be answered within 24 to 48 hours by our experts. So students, this is all about emulsion. So in this chapter, we started basically with adsorption, absorption. We discussed that what is the difference between adsorption and absorption, what are the different type of adsorptions, chemical and physical adsorption, what are the factors affecting rate of adsorption. Then we moved to adsorption isotherms, and also we discussed colloids, their properties, their preparation, and their different type of uses also. And then we moved to emulsions, which are special type of colloids. In the entire chapter, the most important part is colloid. Peptidization, preparation, properties and chemical reactions of colloids are very important, and you will find number of questions based on colloids in exam. And also the another important topic is adsorption isotherms. You will find numericals based on this. So have master, study these chapters number of time and master concepts based on these two important topics, colloids and adsorption isotherm. And also you must be aware of the basics of adsorption, so that you will be able to answer the questions asked in exams. I hope things were clear to you. Let me finish with this, and with more lectures on physics, chemistry, mathematics and biology, stay tuned with Ask IITians.